So, Ron, we had a conversation in the beginning of the season where, and I'm not glazing. Let's make sure that we clear about this because I'm not. I know you think you know where I'm going with this, Mars. I know you think you know where I'm going with this, but we had a conversation earlier in the season where I had said about what Cooper Flag, what he could be for this group. Now, is he Magic? No, absolutely not. He's not Magic because he's not playing the point guard spot. But I think what we do up here, not just us in particular, people forget that guys improve throughout the course of the season. Guys don't just stay the same. And Cooper Flag is not the same player today in January that he was when he first showed up in October. He's gotten better. His ability to get downhill, his ability to read defense, his finishing at the rim, his jump shot, this stuff has gotten better as time has gone on. And that just comes with playing, being more confident in who you are. Con Knipple is the same way. Mars, I can't tell you how much, as a basketball player, just as a former basketball player, I can't tell you how much confidence I have when I know that you're coming to me, when I know that I'm a part of the offense and I know that you're looking for me, especially when I got it going. My confidence is through the roof when I know that you're counting on me. And Con Knipple, he knows that he's an integral part of this offense. He knows that when they call his number, they looking for me. And they know that he knows that they need him to be here, knock down an open jump shot, make a play for somebody else. That they got the confidence in me to do that. So if they got the confidence in me to do that, obviously I can do it. So I'm gonna have the confidence in myself to do it. So I love what's going on with these rookies. And on top of that, Damo, and I know you're a Charlotte guy, we talked about this yesterday. I mean, the health of the Charlotte Hornets has been the biggest difference in what's going on right now. Of all the things, the health has been the biggest difference. I had asked, can I see LaMelo Ball for 2 months? That's all I asked. I ain't even talking about the whole season. I was like, can I see him for 2 months? And it looks like I'm seeing him, and it looks like it's turning around up there.
Absolutely. When it comes to the Charlotte Hornets, I mean, my favorite part of the season going on is Mars' favorite guy. The Moose, man. Big Moose.
Whoa, wait.
My favorite part of the season.
This is what y'all doing?
That's the Sally. The Moose, man. Big Moose. That's my guy. Over the summer, people was asking, what are the Charlotte Hornets going to do it big? And I was on Twitter and I told them, hey, word around the 704 is the Moose, baby. That's what we doing. Don't care if he's 6'9". Don't care if he's a little skinny. The Moose gets it done. My guy's been hooping. I am proud of LaMelo. I told everybody he has matured. People had the questions about his maturity. They thought he was still on some BS or he wasn't taking winning serious because of his style of play. Obviously, that's a lie. The guy's been hooping. They've been giving Con Knipple everything that Dalton Knapp wish he had. I'm excited to see what Charlotte can do if we can keep this thing going. Y'all seen what we did in football. Now y'all about to see what we can do in basketball as long as things go down the right track. My question when it comes to the Charlotte Hornets, and listen, I don't want to be that guy, but with how Con is playing, with how LaMelo is playing, with how the Moose is playing, how soon until we trade Brandon Miller? Why his value is high?
What?
Oh, How soon do we trade Brandon Miller?
What is happening?
But why is he not in that group with how he's playing?
Nah, listen. There's only so many basketballs that can go around. Yes, Trey B. Miller. You need it. You need it. You need more depth. You need more role players.
Are you trading him for Coop? Is that what's happening?
I would hope if they let you fleece him like that, sure. But I'm just asking why his value. He will have high value. He's a young player still on his rookie deal. Do you, with how Con is playing, I ain't gonna lie, for me, and maybe it's just because I wasn't super high on Con Knipple. I did not think Con Knipple would be this impactful coming into the league. But with how impactful he's been, do you entertain trading Brandon Miller, getting you some more assets, getting you some more depth, getting you some vets, getting you anything? I'm not saying he's playing bad. He's having a good year. It's just somebody got to go. With me, I always got to find somebody that got to go. Am I crazy? Chat saying I'm crazy.
Why is it not Miles Bridges? Why would it not just be Miles?
He's
the older guy.
The guy that's creeping up. If he's not already, but creeping up on being the franchise leader in scoring, Miles Bridges, that guy?
Yeah, pack him up because in Miles Bridges, your franchise leading scorer, blow up the franchise. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, before he takes that record, trade him. He's also
that was a given
worse than Brandon Miller.
That's absolutely fine. I'm not gonna lie to you. Miles Bridges is a guy who should have been out the door 2 years ago. So I'm not sweating it. He might end up walking, honestly. They shouldn't extend him. But
we can't.
Am I bugging? So no, I'm seeing by the faces up here, no one is thinking.
I mean, I feel like it's trying to make something happen that doesn't need to happen. I feel like that's just a trade to trade. Like it's just I guess I'll trade someone because why not? I don't think it's necessary. I think Brandon Miller's been picking up recently. But even outside of that, it's like you guys finally have a good thing going. All the numbers are saying like that 5-man unit, that starting lineup is really good. I don't think now is the time. I know your team 2 years too early. So like maybe you're just trying to get out ahead of it and whatever. But like I feel like now is like maybe you're 3 years too early right now. Maybe you're 3 years too early.
I don't trade Brandon Miller or Miles Bridges. I don't let Miles Bridges walk, and I don't trade Brandon Miller. I keep this team together and keep building.
I don't think trades need to be made. To be honest, that's kind of where I'm at. I don't think trades need to be made.
Let this squad
unless it's Giannis, I'll trade Brandon Miller for Giannis.
And Damo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Brandon Miller's not going nowhere. Like if this was football, Brandon Miller would get franchise tagged before I let him walk. I'm more willing. Hey, y'all might not like this. I'm more willing to let LaMelo go than Brandon Miller.
Okay, buddy.
See, and this is what
I'm not saying I would let LaMelo go.
The answer should have been neither one, man. That's what the answer should have been.
And I'm not. No. I wouldn't let either of them go. But I'm saying I would be if somebody had to go at a you guys' big three, LaMelo, Khan, and Brandon Miller.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that, Ron. To be honest,
you might get more back. You'll get more back for LaMelo, but I'm not letting none of them go.
I'm just seeing what the value is. I'm just saying test the waters. Put your toe in. Just see what you can get for him. That's all I'm saying. Because
Damo, my question to you, Damo, really quickly is, what's the plan moving forward in Charlotte? Because the league we live in is super athletic wings, big wings, ball handlers who can defend. And in Charlotte, you have that. So what's the plan moving forward? Like, how are you going to build your unit? What do you plan on building your unit around?
Honestly, with how they season looking right now, they're fighting for a playing spot. Mm-hmm. They're going to be fighting for a playing spot if they keep things going the way it is now. Everybody stays healthy. They keep playing this brand of basketball. You're looking at the team fighting for the 10th or 9th seed. You're not going to be able to play the draft lottery game. I don't think the ping pong balls are going to bounce their way, and I don't know who picks they have the right to. So the draft is out the question in terms of getting a player, like getting a star player, getting another generational cornerstone talent. You have your three guys, Brandon Miller, LaMelo, Khan. Honestly, you need veteran presence. I'm not going to lie. Whether it's letting Miles walk, which I'm not mad at, honestly, or trading him, you need to get you some experienced bigs in there. That's the focus. You're still building around LaMelo Ball. He's your number one. In my opinion, if you're trying to win, he should be like 2 or 3. But for them, he's the number one right now. You're still building around him. You're still trying to sell tickets. I'm not going to lie. They're not in the business of trying to be a winning franchise. They should be in the business of still remaining in Charlotte. So they're in the business of basketball right now. Sure. Keep selling the LaMelo jerseys. Keep pushing Khan as another cornerstone piece. Sell whatever you can when it comes to Brandon Miller. And do whatever you can to bring in, I'm not going to say a big name at the big spot, but something solid. Solidify that big position. You do it. Hey, we got Moose. Not worried about. I'm not saying they don't got a big, but just a veteran presence really will help this team. They need vets that are on the court. On-court coaches is what I call them.
I think you could get vets anywhere, though, Damo, especially, I mean, I do understand what the apron has done with, mid-level exception guys and stuff like that, but you don't have to worry about that because you're not really paying anybody. So I think that you can get vets, but the way that you get these vets is with your young guys, 1, being on the court, 2, producing the way you guys are producing. And when you guys start cooking at the way you guys are cooking, now you start to get older guys that, let me go down here and help these guys. These guys look like they got something. These guys got something going because we haven't seen Miller, Moose, LaMelo, Bridges. We haven't seen those dudes on the court for an extended period of time. I would love to see these guys on the court for an extended period of time so you can get a gauge on what the future looks like with this group, as opposed to I see Melo for 2 months. I see Bridges for the entire season. I see Brandon Miller for a month and a half. Then he's out of the lineup. Then I see Moose. Like, if I could just see these guys together, then we can get a better idea of what we're looking at, how we run our offense, what kind of defense we have in terms of Moose, because Mars, I know you love Moose, and I know you love him in terms of him as a defender. Yeah, Mars loves Moose. And as much as real quickly, Damo, as much as Mars loves Moose, I love Kalkbrenner even more. Right, I'm a huge Kalkbrenner.
That's because you don't know ball, but it is what it is.
I actually love. That's not to say that I don't like Moose. I really dig Moose. I love Kalkbrenner even more. So with that being said, I would like to see this group together for a little while longer before I can get a gauge on how we building this unit, what we're building around it, what kind of system we're running. Because Charles Lee can coach, but it looks like we're just throwing stuff against the wall to see what sticks right now.
Retweet. I agree.
I don't think things need to change. They also have Plum Dog Millionaire, as their veteran presence is a big, so we're not going to disrespect Demon Plumlee. Thank you very much.
Is Plumlee getting minutes?
Well, no, because we got the best big in the league, but veteran presence. But no, I think the Hornets are good right now. I do think it's in their best interest to prioritize their draft pick this year as opposed to losing in the play-in or getting obliterated in round one. I think if they were able to get one of those prospects in this year's draft, then we're talking about Charlotte as legit. That's what I think it is for them. But this winning when you have a young group who's never experienced winning in the NBA, that can only do good things. And I think I'd let it ride. That's where I'm at. I'd let it ride.
Mars, what is it ridiculous for me to think, to your point, because Dallas did it. That's how they ended up with that's how they ended up with the high draft pick that they had. Okay, so
yeah, but they had to trade Luka for that.
Not trade Luka. I'm talking about who am I thinking about? Anyway, I'm sorry. Is it ridiculous? Is it ridiculous for me to think that what happened with Atlanta? Atlanta's at the bottom of the play-in, and Atlanta just misses the playoffs. Is it ridiculous for me to think that Charlotte, to your point, okay, in the last 10 games, we really ain't trying to get into the playoffs. I understand, Damo, that y'all trying to sell tickets because it would be great to get into the playoffs. That place would be rocking and rolling. It would be rocking and rolling even more if you might have faltered in these last 5 playoff games. It ended up putting the lottery balls in. And what happens if you end up, I don't know, with the 4th pick in the draft?
Chill, you had it right what was going on. Don't let Mars throw you off with the conspiracy theory. You had it right what you were talking about with Dallas last year. They played hard. They tried to get it, and then they got the first round. They got the first.
Yeah. Coincidentally,
so
after trading Luka.
But if they do that,
which Luka ain't had nothing to do with with them getting that pick. By the way,
if they play it out, they can still get a high draft pick. On top of that, who's to say that they are going to make the playoffs or the play-in? So if they just keep playing, you know what I'm saying? They can still end up with a lottery pick. They can still get it.
And they don't even need a number 1 pick. Caleb Wilson playing right down the street. Give them the 4th pick.
Yeah, they get 4th.
And I'm not saying Caleb Wilson's that generational.
He ain't gonna be there, Mars.
He ain't gonna be there. He gonna be there.
Damo loves him, by the way. Damo
gonna be there. He gonna be there for.
Whoever's at the number 4 is gonna be a dog. So it doesn't matter those first. You can't miss those first 4 picks.
And I think
they'll find a way.
But no, I think if they can add just that one extra piece, that in my opinion it is the Miles Bridges replacement. If they can add that Miles Bridges replacement, they're a legit playoff team. I think probably next year they're in and around the playoff race next year. I think presuming health, obviously, which is still a big if for them. But I like what Charlotte got going on right now.
I want to ask about them right now, though. We're projecting into the future next year. Obviously, I think we all agree that they could use one more piece. They got a young team. They almost have veteran leadership. I think we all can agree on that. However, as of right now, the Hornets are cooking. They on what, a 4-game winning streak? 5-game winning streak.
5, yeah.
5-game winning streak. They just passed the Bucks. They're the 11th seed. They're 2.5 games out of the play-in, 10th seed. What are we projecting for them this year?
Who's the 10 seed? The Bulls?
Yeah, the Bulls.
Yeah, Bulls are at 10 right now.
Well, when the Bulls hopefully blow it up, Charlotte should overtake them. I would expect them to be in that 9-10 spot. One of them in Atlanta. And then losing the play-in ultimately. That's what I expect.
Shit, I think they gonna pass up some of them boys down there in Miami. You know, that's what I'm saying. I think they're gonna sneak up.
Miami.
Hey man, Charlotte on to a real good thing, man. I don't know what y'all talking about. I think them boys gonna sneak up.
It's the panel. Religion get built on cam. With a check, throw smoke, and the host go ham. You ain't never seen hoops out here did raw. Every take got weight, every night we drop. Yeah, this that barbershop. Courtside, worldwide tone. Welcome to the only show that really feel like numbers jumping like the score.